Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to EKB TV Live on Blog Talk Radio. My name is Anabel, and I will be your special host today. I am so excited. We have such an amazing show for you today. And I think with a little power of persuasion and sending out positive energy so that this very, very special guest could come on, I got him to agree to be interviewed by me. And as you know, at EKBT Live, we have lots of great knowledge for you. Knowledge is food for the soul and power for the spirit. And I am so happy to be able to interview this amazing person, founder of EKBT Live, partner with YouTube and Google, and the global founder of the Global Illumination Council, Dr. Bernard A. Alvarez. And without further ado, Bernard, are you here with me?
Yes. Hi, Annabelle. Thank you. Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. I'm blushing.
Oh, you're blushing. I can feel it coming through the sound. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I could be better today physically, but, you know, everything's going great. I'm looking forward to this interview, and I'm looking forward to sharing with our listeners all the wonderful things that I have planned for our wonderful Global Illumination Council, and how they can hopefully share in our message.
You know, I think that being part of an organization that has such deep meaning and such hope for the world is really inspiring, and it really helps me to go further in, you know, ventures that I have outside of the council, and always realizing that whatever I do outside of the council has a reflection on it, and it's the high principles that you hold that really help me to do that. And I'm just really grateful to be a part of it, and happy to be the one to get to put you on the hot seat. Very excited about that.
You know what? If anybody was going to put me in the hot seat, I'm glad that it's you. Your sincerity and your inner wisdom that you have to share with us, and just everything that you've done for the Global Illumination Council has just meant so much to me as an individual. And as far as everything else, you know, we have just so much to offer, and I hope that everybody will be able to get a little bit out of our discussion today.
You know, I think it's great to see an organization like this, see what you have done so far, but I think even more, and to help get people out there more emotionally connected to the organization, is knowing a little bit more about the person behind the vision. And this is what I hope to achieve today, is let our listeners and all those viewers that click onto the great videos that you so creatively produce know a little bit more about you, so that they see exactly where you're coming from, and hopefully engage them into taking more action into more positive things for their fellow humans. So let's get started. And one of the things,
I'm ready.
Are you on your pins and needles right now?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm taking notes already.
Okay. You know, one of the things that I think is so amazing is that you've taken your spiritual evolution to heart, and you had the courage to follow it. But in order to get there, there's so much that has to be gone through as a human being. And a big part of it is who you are and where you came from. So can you tell our listeners a little history on, you know, where you came from and how you grew up and what led you to take this path on?
Yeah, I'd be really happy to. First of all, I'd like to say that the mission of the Global Illumination Council came exactly out of my experiences. I was finally put into a place where I had to listen to the universe, and I just couldn't deny what was being said to me. Follow your calling, follow your path. You must sacrifice everything to create this, to share this wisdom, share this necessary tool in today's world. And it was almost like I was cornered into doing this by the experiences that led me to this place. And those experiences that led me to this place were, you know, as a child, I was raised. First of all, I am an adopted son of a upper middle class Cuban family in Miami, And it's very interesting to me how, I was one of those kids where it was like my birth, even the birth itself was like such a drama. My father had died in a car accident, and my mother had to choose between her life and mine. And apparently she chose mine because I'm here. And I was lucky enough to be adopted by this wonderful family, the Alvarez's, of course, which is, I consider myself Hispanic because of that. And I was raised very Catholic, and I really, really got a lot out of my family as far as their dedication to God, to doing the right thing. My father was very ethical, very moral. He was a very proud Spaniard. And I was a kid that went to Mass like every morning. There was a phase in my life where I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to Mass at 6, and go to school at 7:30. And doing this, I think it gave me like such a I don't know how to say it, but I was just so drawn to the beauty of it. I don't want to say it was exactly the philosophy or what the priest may have been saying. It was more the beauty of spirituality. I noticed the candles, the incense. I noticed the calm, the meditation that was going on during these morning masses that they would do. And, we as we get older, we start experimenting with our personalities. And as I got older, of course, I hit pre-puberty and puberty and all those things. And I started hooking up with some, naughty kids, and we went from going to church to, maybe smoking a joint behind the church, and that led me in a whole other direction. And that direction led me into nature religion. That direction led me into almost, I don't want to say it was 100% shamanic, but I was so impressed with the experiences that I had been feeling with the experiments that I had done with the hallucinogens and or mind-altering substances that shamanism was very exciting to me. And I finally did the shamanic vision quest. And when I did the shamanic vision quest, actually, I'm going to go ahead and share that with everybody. Is that okay with you, Annabelle?
I'm dying for you to share. So
okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you. My experience was this. I had the teacher I was with had told me how to set up the room. I was with what they call a safety partner. And we set up the room to cover all windows, doors, and everything, and kind of make it look like a womb or a cave because, traditionally native cultures would either go underground or into the woods. And we didn't want anything of this particular material plane to show. Example, like a Coca-Cola label or, a television set or a DVD player. We wanted everything to be very sterile. And we went ahead and we created this room out of my living room. And
sure, your mom was thrilled.
Oh no, actually, it was my own home. Thank God. At this point, I was.
Good.
This was I was about 20. I was about 19 or 20 at this point, and living in Central Florida. I was already a hair superstar in the fashion biz and making tons of money. Had my own house and all that stuff. By the way, never give a 19-year-old a $2,000 a week paycheck. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. But when I went through the experience, the first thing that happened to me was I felt myself leaving my body, and I thought that was the most incredible sensation I had felt in my entire life. And as I was leaving my body, I was looking down upon my house, and it was almost as if I saw little. For lack of a better term, they reminded me of the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz, but more like blurred or something. They were like little black masses in the house, and I kept rising up and going into the stars. And the next thing I know, I'm up in a circular, for lack of a better term, a vessel. Maybe I don't want to go into the whole UFO thing because I don't know whether it was an abduction or a spiritual awakening, or it could have been a little bit of both. But I was in a room with other beings, And they were showing me in the center of the room like images